So guys like to talk shit in the league, obviously. That's well documented. Are you ever talking shit back to him in Croatian? Because if I'm guarding you, I don't know what you're saying. You might be clowning me.
I'll talk my shit in English.
There we go. Let him know. What's up? This is Out of Pocket Zach. Tell them what type of show this is.
It's a weekly NBA review show. Is that good?
Yeah.
I'm Zach Schwartz.
We already started? I'm good. No, let's go. Josiah Johnson.
I'm LaJethro Jenkins, and this week we have a special guest, Ivica Zubac. How I do? I did good. Cool.
Pass.
Cool.
Zubac.
Didn't storm out. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Right.
Because we respect you, we're going to say your name correctly.
So you have a couple nicknames. You know what I mean? Zubac, Zupac, Zualcender, and the internet is calling you the White Wilt. You feel me? Like,
I didn't hear that.
what nickname you prefer? What nickname you prefer?
I don't know, man. Zubac is pretty good. Zupac, I like Zupac.
Okay, for sure.
That was my favorite.
Yeah.
I never heard White Wilt.
You ain't fucking with the White Wilt, man. Come on, that's crazy. That's fire.
I got to
man.
think about it.
30 or 29. That's Wilt.
Get the merch going.
Right.
He's the Black Zoo. He's the
Zilal
Black Zoo.
Cinder. When I saw that one, I was like, I was a fan of that one.
Cinder's fire. That's crazy.
Yeah. We have a section on our show called Out of Pocket of the Week. We had Terrence Mann on here, your teammate, and we asked him who's the most out of pocket guy on the team, who's making everyone laugh, and he said you, right? Any impression that, like, what would you say? What would you, what title would you give Terrence Mann?
What title?
Because there was another thing he gave us about you, and he said you were the guy that they were taking the aux cord from. That you were the guy that they're yanking the aux cord from, and we were shocked to hear that.
You got to ask the other guys, but if he says so, that's what it is. I don't know about Terrence, man.
Yeah,
He can be out of pocket too.
good. Damn.
Hey, let us know.
We got that little group, me, him, Mir Coffee. We hang out. We hang out a lot. And,
Yeah.
There's a lot of out of pocket stuff going on.
Do you have Spotify?
Yeah.
Can I ask you what was in your year in review? Your top 5 artists? Just because
You don't know any of them.
okay, so that's why the aux cord gets
I
taken.
don't know. I think.
But are they bangers? Are they making heat?
Hey, drop some real
Future
quick.
was number 5.
Okay, all right,
Okay. We're seeing.
Top 4 is from back home.
okay, right on. All right,
What's the first one? I'm trying to tap in. You feel me?
expand our
You know what I
knowledge.
mean?
Jala Brat.
Jala bros.
Jala bro.
Okay.
Bangers? All bangers?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap in, bro. All right?
Who'd you compare that to?
It's hard. It's
I know Dub Brat. I don't know.
Bros.
It's hard. It's hard to compare it to American artists.
Oh, but bangers, though?
Yeah. It's hip hop mixed. Like
For sure. So Terrence Mann said you like to clown, so I want to know, of all your Clippers teammates, who's the easiest one for you to clown on?
there's
Just
a lot, man.
Easy bucket. The whole squad just getting it?
Yeah. Like I told like whoever, but
Anybody could get it?
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure,
I respect it.
Terrence Mann and Mir Coffee, those are
Easy.
my guys. So
Okay. For sure.
we go at each other all the time.
So I got to take you back. Obviously, you came with the Lakers. Larry Nance Jr. was one of your vets when you came through. He said he introduced you to West Coast rap.
It's not true.
It's a lie.
He's out here
he was
lying on the
capping?
internet. Lying to
So
the man.
I knew something about it before, coming back
course.
from home, but it was actually one of my friends from back home that grew up on the same street. Like he was the only person probably in the country that was listening to West Coast rap.
Oh, for
And he put you on it?
sure.
Put
Kidding.
me on a little bit, so I knew some of the stuff when I came here, but Larry was helpful.
Helpful.
So Larry was rocking the Zupac shirt.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
one of the first kind of incarnations of the meme culture around yourself. But I want to know, you listen to Tupac, and if so, what's your favorite Tupac song?
I listened before I met Larry Nance. I listened to Tupac. There's a lot of good Tupac songs. It's hard to say one of them. But,
Okay, I will roll with that and respect it.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
You just go Spotify Tupac and whatever plays like.
Okay.
Let it run.
Fucking with the whole
Okay.
platelet for sure.
Hell yeah.
Respect.
So 30 points and 29 rebounds, not 30 and 30. You feel me? You
Head
fouled
shake.
out, and you was frustrated. I can see. How hot were you not getting that last rebound, my G?
So sick.
Was you?
No, I was so mad, man. I mean, I never had a 20-20 game. So like I was chasing that for a while, but I had 20-20 in the third quarter. Some of the guys were telling like, okay, can we get some rebounds now? I was like, nah, let me try to go for 30.
No.
So,
Can we get some boards though?
last quarter, I mean, now last like 6-7 minutes, like we were up by like 15, 20. So, we was just trying to get the ball to me and,
for sure.
To get over 30 points. And we kind of, everyone figured out I'm going to get 30 boards.
You would think about missing a layup or something like that? Like,
No.
Was anybody in your squad trying to brick to help you get it? Because if I'm your teammate, I know you close to 30. I'm straight. Like I'm angling it right towards you. Dink. Here you go. Oops. Yeah. Like you said. Like oops.
Ricky Davis did that, right? He caught his own. Quick one off the glass.
30 or 30. I'll pull Ricky Davis. Fucking. I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks.
On the wrong hoop.
You're right.
It's a quick one.
Come on. There was like 4 minutes on the clock when I fouled out, so I thought I was gonna get
guaranteed.
it. I did, we didn't get to it yet. Like it was 1 minute on the clock, maybe, man.
When you fouled out, did they say anything to you with the opposing team as you were walking off? Like, yeah, we got you out of here before you could give us the 30-30?
I mean, it was TJ McConnell after the game. He started, he dapped me up, laughed at me, but
TJ's good for that too. He's good
He
for
laughed
that.
at the one board away. Like, how much is that sting? Obviously, I used to hoop back in the day. The difference between 29 and 30 is it's like a mile. You know what I mean? Like,
and on the bench, got like B. Shaw, our assistant coach. He was telling me like, there's only like 2 or 3 guys that ever did it, like something like
since
that.
like the 80s. Yeah.
Like so, he was like you didn't want to do it, like he was messing with me, but I was sick. I was sick on the bench. I was mad.
I appreciate it.
You gotta do it again. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
That's why I was sick about like. You never know when you're gonna get a chance for something like that.
For sure.
Yeah. It took me. This is my year 7 in the league, and
but you're cooking this year. You're cooking best numbers you put up, which has got to be fucking awesome, huh?
Appreciate it. But I was sick. I was mad at the ref. I was mad at me, at myself. I was mad at myself for fouling. I was mad at myself for not grabbing some rebounds before that. So
were you happy at all? No, you had 30 or 29, my G.
No, not until the next day. I sat on the bench. I was so mad, man.
Right.
Like I was not happy at all. Like, I wanted that 30 and 30 so bad, but a day after I cooled down. Like,
for sure.
It got to my head.
Yeah.
Fucking
29 boards.
Ain't bad. It ain't bad. Good day at the office.
I'll take it.
Right.
Were you glancing up during, like, did you know the moment you fouled out you were on 29, or did you look up as you were walking up? You did.
I knew it.
Are you keeping stats in your head, or are you glancing up?
I keep points in my head.
Okay.
Usually, I only average like 10 points.
That's 10 more than everybody on this
When I was scoring
10 more than us combined in the league. Yeah.
We have 0 points combined.
Yeah.
It's not hard, but rebounds I try to, but sometimes it's hard. You get mixed up. But,
they play you sometimes on the stat, because I used to keep points and rebounds in my head, then I would go check the book after. Sometimes you get haters, they don't understand the game. No, that was actually a rebound. I had control. It was a controlled tip. Like, that's a rebound.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
All right, so you obviously go off. You're getting a lot of love from former Lakers teammates. Kuz, LeBron both shouted you out. How did that kind of feel that those guys still got an eye? You played with them a long time ago, that they're still watching and rooting for you and stuff like that.
It felt good, man. I think, Kuz, I stay in touch with him. Kuz is a great guy. We've been together from the start. I got in here before him, but I was there when he got drafted, and, saw him going from late first round pick to becoming like, he was a man. Like his first year, second year, he was hooping with, the whole city was, everyone was
fired up.
Kuz, everyone loved Kuz. When we had that young team, like we didn't win a lot of games, but Kuz was the man. But
18 a game, I think. Back then.
When you saw Kuz obviously come in, when did he make that fashion switch? Was he always dressing like that, or was there a moment when he just rolled in the locker room one day? He had
supported either. You not a fan?
The elongated sleeves and all the other stuff going on.
I mean, I wouldn't wear it, but. Everyone got their own thing.
Kuz
my guy.
100%.
I respect it. He wasn't like that always, like dressing up like that, especially not coming in as a rookie. But he made I don't know when he made a switch, but he didn't start like he's dressing right now. It was progression a little bit.
So I knew Westbrook when he was at UCLA, and UCLA Westbrook and the fits he was getting off versus he got to the league, it was night and day in terms of
different money though.
Once that new bag came in, it was like, ooh,
dressed like Kuz, I can't afford it.
Pleather and all that good stuff.
The money gets into it. Design, you get stylists, hit you up. You think about maybe I should get a stylist. Then stylist starts.
Have you thought about it?
No. I'm not really.
You ain't fucking with it?
I'm not into it, but
By respect, man, you got the sweatsuit. These are the fits
Yeah,
that
cozy as hell. You feel me?
I'm all about comfort level.
So obviously, Kuz and Bron are watching you. You know what I mean? Do you watch old teammates? I know, like Kuz is going crazy. SGA is having a god tier season right now. You feel me?
I watch a lot of NBA. When you're an NBA player, you got a lot of free time, especially on the road. You get somewhere. You got a whole day off. There's always games on, so I watch a lot of games and I follow all the guys. And guys have been having good years. Like a lot of my old teammates having a great year so far.
Kawhi said he doesn't watch basketball and that he just watches film. You know what I mean? Is that not interesting? Like
I think a lot of guys are like that.
Okay.
We're so there's so much basketball around us, like so much film, so much scouting, so much practicing, so many games in a year that guys, when they go home, not everyone want to.
That makes sense. That makes
sense. They want to spend their time somehow else.
So who's a guy in the league now? Obviously, I know you love the Clippers, but who's a guy in the league now when they are playing? You're gonna turn that game on and give it a look.
The team, I watch a lot of Lakers games because I play for them.
Okay. You still right? Okay.
I grew up as a Laker fan, so I watch a lot of Laker games. Whatever's on, I try to see the best, try to find the best game.
I'll ask one. SGA, he's having this unbelievable year.
Yeah.
Firsthand, did you know this was coming, or has it even surprised you the levels that he's hitting now?
I mean, when I got traded to the Clippers, and I got to play with him, I could see that he was talented, but I didn't expect him to be this good.
Yes.
Even the first year when he got traded to OKC, he played great. After that first year with OKC, he made a step up every year, and I'm not surprised by this.
You mentioned the Lakers trade. You mentioned you were a Lakers fan growing up. What was your first reaction to when they traded you? Did it sting? What was kind of your first thoughts that went through your mind?
For sure. I was living the dream. You get drafted by the team that
you were a fan of.
That you supported always. You was a fan and grew up big Kobe fan. It was great to me. I didn't get to play a lot in first 2 years, but that third year, I didn't start I didn't start the season I didn't play much to start the season, but after 2 months, I finally found a spot in rotation, and playing with LeBron, playing with Rondo, it was easy for me. I was having a great season, I was playing with all those guys, and then you get traded, and it sucks. But
there was obviously the quote that came out kind of a year later that Clippers brass basically laughed. Yeah. How easily they got you. Yeah. Did they tell you when you came over?
When I got traded, Doc called me, Lawrence Frank, our president, called me, Steve Ballmer called me, and they were happy they got me. They couldn't.
Individual, or were they on the same call together? Was it a group call?
Individual.
Okay,
each
one.
Yeah.
And did you just pick up right away? You knew what the numbers are?
I didn't know the numbers, but I was picking up because it was before it went public.
Okay.
So I knew it was probably some people from the Clippers calling, but no, they were all happy to have me. They said they couldn't believe I was available for the trade, and that they think I'm their center for the future. They love my game. They're happy to have me, and that's kind of how it started.
You found out it was Mike Muscala. Were you like, what the fuck? Really? This nigga?
No,
you feel me?
Because
for real magic.
For real magic. What you got going on in the Lakers organization?
That was my reaction.
No, because that year, when I was on the Lakers, when we played Philly, Mike Muscala was on Philly. He probably had his best game of that year against us, and he went off. And I never kind of after that, I didn't follow him as closely. So
because he's not good.
No Mike Muscala slander.
But
you know the rules.
I gotta ask you. You're going back to the Lakers thing. Your first year with the Lakers, right? You're in LA. There's a lot going on. Obviously, a lot went on within that team that year. As a rookie, you obviously can't go into some details, but what was it like with the D'Lo and Nick Young situation and just sort of some of the chaos for you to walk into as a young rookie player?
I mean, it happened year before me, so everyone thought that summer, everyone thought Nick Young is getting traded, and because of that situation, and all the guys on the team. So the whole summer, I was at the gym. Guys were at the gym working out, and we'd never seen Nick, and we thought he was going to get traded. A few days before training camp, that's the first time I saw him, and it was.
He was enjoying himself. You feel me? I love Nick. Nick.
He probably thought he was going to get traded too.
Oh, okay, for sure.
He didn't want to come in. But,
I know that.
It was interesting. It was
a bit like you're kind of holding your breath, a little tense.
Yeah. It was a little tension, but I didn't feel like it was bad as media and fans think as it was. So it was probably worse the year before.
Got it.
But still, I think there was a little tension. Yeah, for sure.
How's it being on the team with Nick though? I mean, he's been so much fun. We've had him on the show a couple
He's
times.
amazing.
It was fun,
how was it? Yeah.
Nick's so funny, man.
He's wild.
I never seen that man not smile. Like
Right,
he's always
right,
cracking
right.
up jokes. He's always like got that positive attitude. He doesn't take a lot of stuff seriously. It was great.
As a rookie, did he have you doing anything as like rookie initiation type stuff? Because obviously when he came into the league, he had to deal with Gil.
Yeah.
And so did he?
Nick, no, he wasn't.
okay.
He wasn't that hard. Like, I mean,
was that
He
guy?
learned. He didn't want to pass that on.
Really?
With hot wings?
What did he have you do?
I mean, we always had to carry a snack bag on the road.
Okay.
Like a bag with, you got to ask every teammate what kind of snack they want at the beginning of the season, and you got to stock it up before every road.
What is Lou Will asking for?
I can't remember, man. It was a long time, but we was buying It was me and Brandon Ingram. And then you forget something like they hit you up 3 a.m. on the road somewhere. You don't have it. You got to go to CVS. Like you got to
get that zero bar.
Are you picking the phone up? Because I'll just be like, nah, sorry, I missed it, dog. Like, I'll see you in the
You got to
morning.
pick it up.
Shit ain't sweet like that.
Brian
man.
called me going straight to voicemail, Brian. I was busy, dog. I was doing
It's
some
not
things.
like that. You got to pick it up.
No, I feel you. So I want to ask, when you got traded, did you switch cribs? Like, did you have a Laker crib? You're like, I'm switching to the Clipper crib now.
No, because
Can't fuck with this Laker crib no more. Did you change the interior posters? Like, nah, I need a new couch. I can't, like, nah.
Nah, I kept it all the same because like Lakers and Clippers facility are only like 10 minutes away from each other.
For sure.
I was somewhere in between, so it was perfect location for me. Like all the guys that I played with, they said that was the easiest trade ever.
Nah,
Like,
shit.
And the crazy part is, I was with the Lakers in Boston. We was getting ready to play Celtics, and I get traded on a game day. So the Clippers, the Lakers call me. They say you're going to the Clippers, and I look up Clippers schedule. Next day, they're coming to Boston.
Okay.
So I get to stay in Boston, too. I didn't even have to go anywhere to play.
I feel like that's good and bad, But, having to stay in Beantown, but all gravy.
The last thing I want to ask, as far as Lakers go, LeBron obviously comes in your last year with the Lakers. What was it like your first meeting with him as a teammate?
It was crazy. I was actually when he signed for the Lakers. I was back in Europe playing with my national team in some qualifiers for the. I don't know what it was exactly, but we signed him. I was super happy, and a few weeks later, I come in. I go back to LA, and night before I'm going into the facility, I'm thinking like, we got LeBron's gonna be in. I got to be the first guy in the gym.
There we go. Yeah.
I wake up super early. I walk into facility. He's already in the weight room lifting, and that was crazy to me. So I walked in not knowing what I'm gonna say to him.
Were there
whatever.
nerves?
Yeah. And then he just starts yelling "Zoo" from
There we go. Oh, big
from the other end of the facility, and he comes up, hugs me. He's like, "How's Croatia?" I saw you play with the national team a little bit. He knew all the stuff. So I was impressed, man. It was.
So he really knew, because LeBron, I don't know if you've seen lately, he's kind of had a reputation for capping. That's the rumor in the word. Yeah. He's leaned into it. He has fun with it.
notorious capper.
But you know, I feel like he's really reading those books. He's really doing all his due diligence. So he really knew everything about you before you pulled up on him.
I think so. I mean, it sounded real, but no. I mean, he knew I was with the national team. Yeah. He knew I played few games, and he didn't go into details like, oh, you should have did this,
right,
whatever. But he knew I was over there playing for the national team. He knew we won the game, so it was cool.
So I got ask LeBron. He wears do-rags sometimes after games. Does he have like a do-rag storage facility in the Lakers locker room, or are they fresh new do-rags? Like what's going on with the do-rags?
I never needed, so I don't know about the storage.
You never thought about putting one on? No. You could honestly, you could get it off. I think you get the do-rag off.
I don't know, but I don't know about the storage. Yeah,
gotta ask you, your best year to date, right? You cooking. You're fourth in the league in rebounds per game. What sort of brought about this kind of year for you and how well you're playing? Like, were there changes you made this offseason? Obviously, you've kind of grown to this. So it was somewhat expected for people like, Chuck, longtime Clippers fan.
Our zoologist, as we call him.
Our resident zoologist.
A lot about Zubac.
And, one of the best centers in the league right now. So what was it that you kind of added to your game kind of over these summers to hit these levels?
I don't think it was something like I added to my game. I mean, I try to add stuff every summer, and when you're playing on a team like Clippers, they got a lot of veterans and a lot of scorers, and everyone got their role. Like you can't really step out of your role and do something that you're not supposed to on the floor. So I keep adding stuff. Fans might not see it yet, but hopefully one day I'll get to show it. But
shit, they saw it the other night.
Yeah,
right, 30-29. We saw a lot.
I think it's just confidence and experience. Been doing it for a while now, being a starting center, and this the year, like they finally let me play a lot of minutes. Like last couple of years, I've been playing like 20 to 25 minutes, and I always thought of myself with minutes I can get better numbers, I can be better. Some guys just play better with more minutes, and so I thought I was one of those guys. And this year I'm finally getting that playing time, and I get to show what I can do.
Right on.
So Chuck, biggest Clipper fan next to Clipper Darryl. You know what I mean? You feel me?
Is Clipper Darryl really a Clipper fan, or is he pandering? I don't know. I think he just likes the bag. He saw an opportunity. He just jumped in.
He said he thinks you're one of the top 5 centers in the league. How do you feel about that?
I appreciate it a lot.
I agree. We broke it down. I agree.
I appreciate it a lot, man. I don't focus on, top whatever centers, but I think what I bring to the table is a little different than some other guys. I might not bring all the scoring, some guys do, but I think I bring you a lot of defense, rim protection, rebounding, getting my teammates open, communicating on defense, being that anchor, trying to help everyone out. That's the stuff I bring, and it might not be the points and every night, but every night I'll try to go out there, protect the rim for you, have your back, get all the rebounds, get my teammates open with the screens, and it's up to the people to discuss top whatever.
Okay.
But,
right.
The resident zoologist.
Tyronn Lue brought up like running offense to you more. You know what I mean? He brought that up. How do you feel about that?
I feel great. I mean, especially when we're missing guys.
For sure.
And sometimes we struggle to score because there's so many guys in and out of the lineups every night. It's we need some consistency. So if that's what they need from me, I can definitely do it. And I think I showed when the coach went to it, and when we went to it, I can do it.
So guys like to talk shit in the league. Obviously, that's well documented. Are you ever talking shit back to them in Croatian? Because if I'm guarding you, and I don't know what you're saying, I'm gonna spend more time. It's gonna really fuck with my head. Like, what is he saying to me right now? He might be clowning me.
I'll talk my shit in English.
There we go. Let them know. Stand
I want them to understand me. I want them to understand me.
That's real.
I want them to feel you.
When I get mad at something and no one's talking shit to me, but when I'm mad, I start talking shit in Croatian.
Okay.
Then when I'm kind of talking to myself.
Okay, for sure.
Or to the refs. I don't want the refs to understand.
Are the refs ever nearby and like, yo, what you saying, dog? Like,
no,
they talking to me? Like,
they don't pay attention to it.
Okay.
They don't understand. I guess they don't even record that I'm saying anything because it's in a different language. But
Yeah.
but
That's the move.
Yeah.
How surprised would you be if one hit you with the tech when you said something about the ref? That
Right.
they'd looked it up. They knew all the bad words. How shocked would you be?
I would be very shocked. But it's a hard language, but there's so many guys in the league from from that area where I'm from Balkans, Croatia, Serbia, Bosnia, Slovenia. So I'm sure they've been hearing it a lot.
They know a little bit.
So let's talk about your Clippers teammates just a little bit. We got to talk about Kawhi Leonard. Now, Kawhi is one of the most, I think, fascinating human beings on the planet, right?
Yeah.
Never know what's going on in his dome. Like, we've heard rumors and rumblings that he loves apples and things like that. I know it's fake, but it's real to me, damn it. It's real to me. Board man get paid, all that other good stuff. So what is the biggest misconception about Kawhi that people don't know? Because from the outside, I think he's, obviously he wants to get back in the court. He wants to play. Everybody's kind of bitching at him now about low management or whatever, but this is a guy who I know loves basketball and wants to be out there. So what do you think is the biggest misconception that people have about Kawhi?
I mean, the first question everyone asks me is he a fun guy? Like, is he funny?
Does he turn up?
Yeah.
I feel like, like once nobody's around.
Hell yeah, okay.
No, Kawhi's a great guy. Like, he's normal guy like everyone else. I know it's hard for people to imagine that, but like he just don't like talking to media.
Sure.
He don't like his stuff out out there. Like everyone thinks it's load managing the games he is missing now. Like he was actually hurt.
For sure.
ACL is one of the toughest injuries out there, and he wanted to make sure he comes back 100%, and we support him 100%. We're behind him, and whatever it takes. We know that's our guy. That's if we want to win a championship, we need it healthy. So we're behind him 100%. We're out there trying to hold it up until he gets back, and
for sure.
That's it. Yeah.
Talk about missing Kawhi. Like, how important is that? Him and PG coming back.
It's big. I mean,
if it's going to be chip time, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
hell yeah. Like if we want to win a chip, like we got to get healthy. We got to play together. We got to get into some rhythm. We got to build some consistency. We got to figure out the way we want to play. It's hard. It's hard with guys being injured at the same time. You can't rush anyone back. Yeah. It's the league is the schedule is so hard. Like you got so many games, the rhythm is crazy. Yeah. You don't want to rush anyone into getting back too soon. For sure, there are two biggest pieces, and they're both great two-way players, one of the best in the league. And come playoff times, we can't do much without. I mean. We got a lot of great guys, but if we want to win that championship, we need them. So we can't wait for them to come back, and so we can try to build that chemistry on the court, try to build some consistency.
Ty Lue's obviously considered one of the best people in the NBA. What's it like having a coach like as good as he is? Yeah, managing guys being out, superstars being out, getting everyone more minutes, helping you hit those extra levels that you know you can hit, but bringing that out of you. What's that like getting to play for Ty Lue?
It's great, man. Before he started coaching he was assistant for a year before he got hired for the head coaching job. And that's kind of when I saw that he's really good. Like a lot of people, don't like to give him credit for that championship he won in Cleveland. But he's a great coach, man. He sees the game differently. He's so good at adjusting to the other teams in game. Like people can't catch up that quick. Like he's special in that regard. And what he's been doing with us, like. When we're missing all those guys and we're still, fighting in every game, we're still one of the best teams in the West. And even last year, like Kawhi was out whole year, PG missed like 50 games, and we still had a winning record. We still, we didn't make the playoff spot in that playing, but I feel like he's not getting enough credit for a coach he is.
So when we talk about Ty Lue. Obviously, there was reports before he came to the Clippers that the Lakers were going to sign him, but they didn't pony up with the bread. Obviously, you got traded by the Lakers. Yeah. Is there any extra motivation for both of y'all two to bust the Lakers' ass every time you see them on the schedule? It's like, all right, that's how y'all wanted to do me? I mean, I got to give you this work. That's just what it is.
For sure. I mean, I'm sure it is for him. I know Ty Lue for a while now. It is for sure. And For me, for sure, that was my team growing up, and they traded me. So like, it's always personal when you play them. You always want to beat them. You always want to show them like, you shouldn't traded me. You should never traded me and stuff like that. So you always want to prove yourself. You want to prove that you're good, and you always want to win.
So Steve Ballmer grew up in Seattle. He coached me when I was in like 4th grade. So we've both been part of a Steve Ballmer basketball team.
Did you drive the red van? I wonder.
He drove like a Lincoln Town car. Like you would have had no idea.
Yeah.
Nicest guy in the world. What's it been like playing for him as an owner? And what's it been like playing for Steve versus playing for the Bus family?
I mean, I feel like the biggest difference is like Steve is always there. Like he's courtside, he's going crazy, he's celebrating after the games. He's gonna get in the locker room, give a crazy speech to the team. Go crazy in the locker room. On the road, like he tries to go on most of the road games. If he's not there, he's gonna text you, he's gonna call you. It's very like family like.
Yeah.
So it's been great. Steve's a great owner. He's like whatever we need, even outside of basketball, he's there. He's the man, yeah.
And is he ever like way too turned up and you're like, my nigga, you gotta chill out a little bit, dog. Steve. Stevie B.
At all times?
All the time.
Always on 100?
All the time.
Really?
All the time.
When he was our youth basketball coach, we'd be up by 40, and the parents would be like, Steve, you got to take kids out. Like, you can't. It's getting ugly. And he's like, you think they're not going to come back? It's like, they're 4th graders. It's a 40-point game. And he's like, fine.
You never know. You never know.
Never know. Right.
It's like that
You got to
all
teach some
the
kids about life.
all the time, yeah.
You went 32nd overall in your draft. There were, I believe, was it 2 or 3 Croatian players taken ahead of you?
Yeah, 2.
What was that extra money? You knew
Hey,
exactly.
one fact, bro.
Yeah.
I think I know all the order, all the names in the order of the draft class.
And there were centers that went ahead of you.
Right. You got to now. We need to. Go ahead and name those players.
Like
We need that.
You want the centers or
Whatever you want to give us, my G. That's crazy.
Give us the centers if you can.
centers? So first I think it was Sabonis, then it was Pirtle. Then there was like your Papagiannis for Sacramento, 13th. I mean, Bender and Marquise Chris went 4 and 5, I think, or 4 and 6. I'm not sure. Hernan Gomez, Yabusele.
He knows.
Were you just watching like, all right, one more motherfucker
I was there.
One more you motherfuckers don't draft
all
me.
of them now is like.
Yeah.
One more you motherfuckers don't draft
It's
me.
always extra motivation. I was there for the draft night. I was not in the green room.
Yeah.
I was not invited, so I was in the stands. And to get to till the 32nd pick, it took like good 4 or 5 hours. Yeah. So I was over there.
Mad.
Annoyed, mad.
Yeah.
I wanted to go home. I was in my suit waiting on, waiting for my name to be called. But it's always extra motivation. I thought even coming into the draft, I was supposed to be drafted higher than most of those guys. But
should have been.
I mean, only a few are still in the league. You feel me? Even keeping the stack. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's always extra motivation, but it worked out perfectly for me. I wanted to go. I didn't want to coming from Europe. I wanted to go straight to the NBA. I didn't want to get drafted and some team stash me in Europe. And, forget about me or whatever. I want to go straight to the league. And Lakers said we can do that. So it's
right on. When that call comes in, at that point, is it relief or excitement? Like you relief that you're like, finally, it's done.
Both.
Okay.
Both. I mean, it was excitement for me because even 10 picks before me, I knew they're gonna pick me if I'm available.
Yeah.
Because they told us, yeah. So I knew about it, but I was just praying no one else select me because there was so many teams in the late first round interested in me, but they all wanted to stash me in Europe. So I was just praying no one select me.
Right on.
So you get drafted by the Lakers, obviously. You get to come to LA. Everybody, when they come to LA, they have that moment where they see kind of their first famous person. So if you remember, who was the first famous person that you saw? You were like, oh, damn, this is what Hollywood is really all about.
I don't know. I don't remember. There was so many of the Lakers games.
For sure. That makes sense, yeah.
But,
Have you ever dapped up Jack Nicholson?
No.
Really?
Really?
No.
I feel like
Give him the dap.
I don't feel like he was at a lot of our games when we weren't that good.
He wasn't rocking with y'all? Oh,
I'm not.
damn,
That's not what
Jack.
I'm saying.
That's what you said, but you ain't. But whatever though.
He might have been shooting a movie. He might have been shooting a movie.
I'm playing. I swear to
Saying,
God, I'm
like
playing.
people were not interested at us like the year. Let's say my third year when LeBron came over. That's when it kind of started.
Get a lot more.
So you notice. So people try to switch up on you basically from once LeBron came. Oh, we rock with y'all now.
I'm not gonna name no names.
Okay.
But,
A lot more text for tickets.
hell yeah. People are like, hey, can you get me a LeBron signed jersey? No.
Fuck no.
If he did that, like he would be signing jerseys for.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't one for me first. I could sling it.
We've asked a lot of guys that have come through, but what was your like welcome to the league moment? Like someone maybe busted your ass or something like where you're like, God, this is a little different than what I've had to do before.
So it was actually in summer league. I got dunked on by Jeremy Grant.
Oh, okay.
It was bad. He gave me a black eye. So, I couldn't even hide it. So.
Wait, so how did
You gotta play with the tinted goggles.
Like, how did that happen?
I remember the play. Like, so he was on the wing. They were bringing the ball up. I was low, man. My guy was in the dunker.
Okay.
So I look at my man for a second, and I turned around. He back cut Brandon Ingram back door.
You knew.
And you knew what time it was exactly.
I didn't even jump. He just jumped over me, man. And I don't know if he hit me with his elbow or the knee. I'm not sure. I didn't like. I was dizzy for like a few seconds. I swear,
Did Brandon Ingram apologize at least? Was he like,
did.
okay,
My bad, big fella.
You a stand-up dude, B.I.
I was gonna say, anytime you hear someone get dunked on, the person who gets dunked on always knows whose man got who got beat.
Right.
The guy that got them set up for that.
You see it so many times. Like after that, you see the dunk. Like you got to know. But
do you feel like that
after-
moment it helped mold you? Because obviously, like that's an embarrassing moment, but you can go two ways from that, right? You can go down or you can go up.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't take much from it. Like it happens. Like you get dunked on, but it was kind of like my second summer league game, so it happened pretty quick.
Get it out of the way early.
Yeah, I got it out of the way.
That's crazy.
I got it out of the way. But welcome to the league was like the real moment was I think we played Hawks and they had Dwight Howard. And it was
Chocolate
like
shoulders.
It was like sixth game of the season. First 5 games I was inactive, so I was not even dressing up.
Okay.
And so we played in Indiana. I was in locker room because I was not even dressing up. And Mozgov, he was our starting center at the time.
Bag finesse champ.
I ain't mad at him. He was solid. I think our boy messed his career, but whatever.
I think he, I don't know. He got hit. He had a concussion, whatever. So we get after the game, we go straight to Atlanta, and I get a call from Luke Walton. He's like, "You're starting tomorrow."
Oh.
It's
Did you
Dwight
want to
Howard.
start? I don't know. It seemed like
I wanted to play, but like when
you want to jump in the deep end.
When he's not on the court, that's what let me get my minutes in, look.
Right.
but he was like, "You're starting," and it was Dwight Howard. That's one of the guys like I really looked into, like
Yeah, coming
growing
into
up. He was one of my favorite bigs in the league, and it was I was sweating. Like Lou Will made so much fun of me in the locker room for sweating. Like I had that scouting report holding like this, like 2 hours before the game, going through it. He's like, "It's not gonna change, bro." Like,
The work is coming. You feel me?
like.
Meanwhile, Lou's eating his hot wings. I'm about to go drop this quick fit.
Gonna drop 20 real quick.
And then we started the game, and I actually scored first four points of the game. So I thought it was like this smooth.
It's sweet.
Yeah. And then Dwight had like 30 and 33 and 15, something like crazy.
How many did you catch? That 33.
Not a lot.
Okay. That's important. There we go.
What do you want me to
Pass
say?
Right.
I'll pass that on. Now you got him. You got him.
But that was my welcome to the league. Like he was messing with me. Like he would just put his hand on my hip, like just like I couldn't move. Like he was just
strong,
messing.
right,
Yeah, he
yeah.
was messing with me.
He seemed like he got like sharp elbows, like you know what I mean. And
Not a fun.
yeah,
Right. Not a fun guard. Who is the toughest person to guard? Toughest big for you to guard in the league? Who's the guy you're like, yo? I'm just
We
gonna
see
be
it on the calendar.
a long night, right? You know what I mean?
Right now, Embiid probably.
Oh, that makes sense.
I
get it.
I mean, Embiid, Jokić, like
Yeah.
with Jokić is different. Embiid's like he's just so big and strong, and like you know what's up with him. But like with Jokić, you get put through so much stuff that you don't get put through as a big. Like they set picks for him, like he's handling the ball in pick and roll. They set a rip screens for him. He's coming off of pin downs. Like as a big, you're not used to that kind of stuff.
How annoying is that for you as a big to have to deal with that?
I hate that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real.
You doing guarding Joker? You feel me?
And he plays super hard. Like he plays so hard. Like he never takes possessions off. So like you can't relax with him. Al Jefferson, my first year in the league, he gave me some work. Yeah,
that's
Oh wow,
that's a blast from the past.
Right.
Yeah,
Playing overseas, coming over here, what was kind of the biggest difference as far as the game went for you?
spacing is crazy. Like the 3 seconds in the paint make on defense makes such a big difference.
Yeah.
Like you can't clog up that paint, and you know you got so many shooters on the court. The spacing is crazy.
Playing overseas versus the NBA, which did you encounter kind of more dirty plays, like in the paint, like guys catching with a bow overseas? Yeah, I figured.
It's not even close.
Less cameras, less.
It's not even close.
What kind of stuff are they doing?
You don't want to know.
I already know.
I do want to know. No, but Luka talked about how it's easier to get buckets over here. Do you feel the same?
Yeah.
It's just it's that easier, that much easier.
It is.
Yeah.
Like there's the spacing, man. The spacing is crazy, and there's like it's much more physical back in Europe.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, the game's more physical.
Can I ask you, if they switch the All-Star format to Team International versus Team USA, do you think International is winning?
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's
I think
not
so
a bad
too.
answer.
They
I
probably
agree.
gonna cook us.
No,
think
Steph.
right
Steph,
now-
LeBron won't let that happen.
Steph and LeBron gonna get smoked now, bro.
Stop it.
Hey, the league looking different right now.
Hey, I ain't got
I
it.
love LeBron, but it ain't it, bro.
Hey, cool. I'm chilling. I ain't playing. I ain't got it right now.
Right.
International got it.
Yeah, I do too. I got to ask you, it's a basketball show, obviously. World Cup's going on, Croatia advancing. Do you know any of the guys on the Croatian team? How's it been for you watching it? You know, are you fired up about them advancing?
Yeah. No, I know a few guys. Met some of them in LA when there were, you know, a lot of good European teams got like preseason games in LA.
International Cup.
Yeah, so met a few guys over here. I know some guys from over there. It's a small country, so, you know, I feel like all the, you know, high-profile players, they know each other.
Yeah.
Like NBA guys, best soccer players. But Croatia, we've been doing good. I think, you know, we were second in the last World Cup, so we got big expectations.
So,
but, you know, Belgium, it was tough. Belgium is a great team, so I got a little nervous at the end. You know, it was exciting. We survived it, and you know, we go on and play Japan.
Can I ask, we went and did like a man on the street thing, asked people kind of all over LA, which is more difficult, penalty kick or free throw? And to you, which would it be? Penalty kick or free throw?
Penalty, I think.
You think so?
Yeah, because like there's a guy trying to stop you.
Yeah, fair.
Imagine Dwight Howard underneath the hoop trying to block your shit on free throws. You know what I'm saying? Trying to beat that shit. Like,
yeah, I mean the hoop is a smaller target, you know, but you there's no defense or anything. You know, in soccer it's a big target, but there's a goalkeeper trying to prevent you.
Last international thing I wanted to hit. Giannis put together his all-international team, and it was Luka, Evan Fournier, Giannis, Nikola Jokić, and Embiid. Any changes you would make to that squad?
Yeah, I would just exchange Fournier for Bojan Bogdanovic.
Okay.
I was thinking you was gonna say I'm taking Joker. One of them dudes, I'll put myself on there.
I thought it was gonna be Shea. But
Yeah, I mean,
Canada's barely like.
I mean,
international.
but
Barely.
it is though,
yeah,
right?
like Canada, I don't take him as international. You know, they got a team in NBA. So
you're right. There we go.
Shea got to get in there if we count in Canada.
He's mocking me.
Good.
Canada is international. They don't even have the same dollar.
It's a different nation.
It's a whole ass other country.
All right, before we get you out of here, we want to do a rapid fire segment with you. You can pass on any questions you want. You know, I mean, we want you to be as honest as possible.
Yeah.
All right. So, favorite places to eat in LA?
Catch.
Okay, cool.
Wait.
Good take.
Before we wrap it, have you ever been to Popeyes?
No.
Oh, we got to take you to Popeyes.
Oh, yeah, we got to tap in.
Roscoe's? Have you been to Roscoe's? Chicken and waffles?
Yeah.
Oh, for real.
Okay.
Roscoe's kind of capped.
You all right with me?
The waffles
You all right
not
with
that
me?
good.
Whoa.
They're not that good.
They know that they soggy, bro. Ain't no tripping. They soggy, bro.
You got to eat them fresh. You can't take them
How
to
do
the
you feel
crib.
about Roscoe's? You going back to Roscoe's?
I only did it once. I would go back.
Okay, but
You
you
gotta
gotta eat
eat-
once though.
You got to eat the waffles in the restaurant.
Bro, I've eaten them.
They're like weenie
I'm not weighing
tots.
in on this.
They like weenie tots. and
Y'all
their
be
hair
so
is
thirsty
disintegrating.
about this LA shit. It's not good, bro. All right. Chick-fil-A or In-N-Out?
Waffle slander.
Chick-fil-A, I'll say. I love In-N-Out,
respect
but it's
Chick-fil-A.
we do Chick-fil-A every time we go on a trip. So it's
Comfort food.
Why do y'all like Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A fire, bro. You,
Better than
you know
In-N-Out?
exactly what you're
I'm
gonna
going
get.
In-N-Out.
Bro, Chick-fil-A is they don't make any mistakes, bro. You know what you're gonna get.
Nah, they just
Flat
say
out, it's
In-N-Out.
good.
But
Y'all tripping.
Just because you know what you're going, you just hated on waffles.
Homers, y'all.
You just
know
hated
that.
on Roscoe's waffle. I'm gonna hit.
Burgers or pizza, Ivica? I didn't even mean to do that. That was so corny. Cut that
Yeah,
shit.
no, leave
Keep
that
it.
in.
Keep it.
Shit.
I was trying to cut away. That just happened, man. Damn, but
You've been a dad for too long now.
bro, man. That's that old man in me. You feel me?
I'll say burgers.
Okay, cool. Tacos or wings?
Tacos.
NBA fans or overseas fans?
Overseas fans.
Okay. Post or dunk or blocking a dunk attempt?
Blocking and dunk.
Okay. Overseas go. Dirk or Hakeem? Don't you lie.
Arvidas Sabonis.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Bruh.
I love Dirk, but Hakeem is my
You a
favorite
real
big
one.
ever.
Yeah, good answer.
Damn, you are one of the realest human beings we've ever had on this show.
All right, hey.
Hakeem,
Hey, bro.
Hakeem never gets love.
But
And
he-
Hakeem,
bro, that-
he was like
it's-
6'10" doing that shit. Like, what are we talking about?
Probably,
was right,
I think he's the most skilled player that ever played the game.
Yeah,
There we go.
That's real.
good take.
What's your favorite Croatian curse word?
Come on, man.
Drop it off.
Hey, we are trying to expand our knowledge because we add it to our vocabulary.
This ain't even on there. I just asked.
We'll yell it at the
Go ahead.
We'll yell it at the refs next game.
There's
Right.
a lot of good ones. I ain't gonna say which one.
Okay. I'm at.
We're gonna learn something. We're gonna pull up to a Clipper game.
Right.
You're not even gonna know we there. We're just gonna start yelling out.
Then we gonna drop the fucking curse word.
You should have pulled up two and make me pick. But
Right. Okay. My bad. Okay.
We're really lucky. There are a lot of unbelievable bucket getters right now. Who is sort of the guy for you right now? Must see TV. Wherever you are, you're going to maybe put on your phone. Who is the bucket getter you have to watch?
KD.
KD.
Man, I love
That's
it.
a great answer.
It's easy.
That's a
Like
great
I
answer.
love it.
I remember us playing him a few years ago in the playoffs with the Clippers, and they had all those guys, and he didn't start off the series great. Like media was on him every day, and before I can't remember if it was game 5 or game 6. I think it was game 6, and media kind of they were asking him some bullshit questions, like questioning him.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You don't know who I am?"
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember that.
And he came out next game. He scored 50.
Did you get any one of those 50
drag
points?
right there.
And you
I
staying
was on
out
the
the way.
bench. I
Stay
was
out
on
the
the
way.
Right.
That was sick. Like we put everyone on him. We tried every defense. Like he didn't even dribble. Like he was just he was just get in the post, fade. Like you can't do any. Like he's 7 feet tall. And the stuff he does on the court is crazy. So
Remember, Pat Bev was talking big shit too. That
Yeah.
series they was going back and forth.
Yeah.
And then that's the game he was just
That's
put his stamp on his motherfucker. Like
Yeah.
I'm me. You
So
fucking
this guy, he was probably that game. He was probably thinking like, why am I dribbling? I'm just gonna shoot over him.
Right.
We tried everyone on him, every player on the roster. This
That's
dude-
smoke.
Except you though, right? You was like, I'm good. No,
I'll
thank
let
you.
y'all handle that.
Can I ask, when you're sitting there and you see that clip of him going, "Do you know who I am?" Are you thinking like he's going to go for 50?
50 ball.
I mean, I
little
didn't
bit,
think
right?
he was gonna go for 50, but I was a little scared.
He had the chills. The hair was standing up on
I just didn't like media, poking him.
Yes,
Right.
I didn't like that because I knew we was in trouble after that. But that game, seeing that live, it was crazy.
Talking about another lengthy shooter, Wemby. Have you
Wembanyama.
you've watched him play, right? What do you think about him coming into the league next year?
I think he's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you have work ready for him though?
Catch him in the post, big body. You feel me?
yeah, but you got to stop him.
Yeah.
you gotta,
Fair.
I got to figure out that part. But
When you tell the story, I would just tell your side of it. I had like 25.
Nah, he's so big and long wingspan. He moves like a guard. He got handles. He can shoot it like off the dribble, whatever. I don't think he's like watching the highlights in the games. I don't feel like he's afraid of the contact.
Right.
You got some guys being that tall and skinny, like afraid getting into the paint. Afraid of getting hit. I feel like he's playing through the contact. So I feel like he got a really bright future.
Who y'all putting on him? Kawhi or PG?
On Wemby?
I mean, who else gonna guard him? You got to guard like a guard.
I put Team Man on him all day.
Okay, for
Just because
sure.
he do whatever.
Nico Batum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you play basketball and I just talk shit.
But you gotta be Batum. Batum guards 1 through 5.
For sure.
Frenchman there, yeah.
And you
Like
put
the
him on the
wing.
5. He's gonna play the 5. Victor gonna play the 5. So he's gonna be in a lot of pick and rolls. So with Nico, you can switch those pick and rolls, and he can't. You can't really get advantage on a pick and pop. So
And you can talk shit to him in French.
Yes.
It's
There you
important.
go.
Very important.
Nobody else knows what's going on.
All right, that's the show. I'm LaJethro Jenkins. Appreciate you, Ivica.
appreciate you having me.
God bless you.
Thank you for coming through. I'm Zach Schwartz. You can get any of these episodes on YouTube. You can get them on Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. Hit the subscribe button, like the episode, comment anything we missed. If you got any questions for him, maybe he'll come back and answer them.
He's not answering shit y'all have to say. The next thing smoking.
You feel me?